Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. My name is Dave Grant. I am the founder of Retirement Matters, and today our content is looking at whether you should invest in Bitcoin now that it's an ETF and you can easily include it in your portfolio. So, in order to keep this minute under 3 minutes, let's jump in. So, should you be investing some of your portfolio into a Bitcoin ETF? Let's give you a little bit of background here as to, well, what is Bitcoin and what is blockchain, which is all based on. So Bitcoin itself, it is a virtual currency. There is limited amounts available of it. It's in a digital form, and it pretty much is transacted over the internet. So you essentially buy Bitcoin with dollars that you have. It's called fiat currency, meaning it is not a virtual digital currency. You then can do your transfers online. You can purchase online, whether it's products or services, and then you essentially use that currency online. It does fluctuate in value as to how much it's worth. And now you can hold it in your portfolios. How those transactions work online, because it's not tied to a bank, it's not tied to a store, it's all held on the blockchain. So if you're transferring money between one person to another, that transaction is held on a ledger, not tied to a bank, not tied to an institution. It is held online, and all of that is kept as an independent record keeper. So how does that then transfer as to, well, what has changed recently? So there's been a lot of lobbying going on as to how Bitcoin can be used as an investment. So recently, as in January 10th, SEC approved 11 exchange-traded funds that can now hold Bitcoin physically, as in they can hold the investment. Recently, before that date, they were holding futures, which is a fancy type of way of investing in it. But now these exchange-traded funds can hold Bitcoin, and it will be tracked as the price of that day. So now you can buy it. Should you be buying it? So because Bitcoin is now in an ETF wrapper, it's very easily available to buy. You don't have to download a wallet. You don't have to go into an exchange and buy some and hold some. You can go through your custodian. You can pull up the ticker and you can purchase it. But should you be doing that? Well, it's still speculative. The pricing is highly volatile if you go look at the chart. And Bitcoin itself doesn't have any intrinsic value. So it could, disappear one day, and that means that it's gone forever. Not that it will do, but you have to make sure that you are comfortable with that happening, because it's still a digital currency out there. Now, if you're someone that says, I've got to have this in my portfolio, now that's available, I've been waiting for this, how do I do that? Well, you go and purchase the ETF. Do I think that that's the right way to go? Do I think that's the right thing to do? Personally, as an investment advisor, I do not. I am not going to endorse Bitcoin at this point. I may change my mind in the future, but this is something I am not encouraging clients to invest in. If you have to have that in your portfolio, 2%, that's what I'm suggesting. It's money that you're okay losing. It's money that, if it shoots to the moon, that's fine. If it drops through the floor, that's fine. It doesn't materially impact your world one way or the other. So my name is Dave Grant. I run Retirement Matters, which is an RIA based in Chicago. If you want to get in contact with me, feel free to visit the website. Email is there too. We've shot over 3 minutes, so I apologize, but thank you, and I'll see you next time.